God bless you all. This is Pastor Orlando Granados. This morning, welcome to this devotional time, the word for today. Today is a bank holiday in England, so many people are in their homes enjoying of a day off, a holiday or a bank holiday. So today, I want to talk to you about the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 6. I don't know if you have asked yourself sometimes, where should I sow? And when I'm talking about sowing, to sow financially in the church or in a ministry. But I'm talking specific about when you and I, we ask the question, is it okay that I sow into this particular person? Is correct that I give the best of me to one or particular person? Where the word of the Lord has one specific commandment when it comes to give the best to someone. And it gives us some direction of what to do, what is the right decision to make, and where we should give the best, or to whom we should give the best, and who we shouldn't. And Matthew 7 says, it tells us the following: do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. In here in the book of Matthew 7, verse 6, we can find this commandment. And the commandment that we can find in this passage is about when we are going to give something to someone. And the commandment is that the believer, the child, the children of God, the Christian, should know that he should not give or throw your pearls to pigs. And this is Jesus talking here. Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not give the sacred things to dogs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. When the word of the Lord mentioned dogs and pigs, obviously, they're talking animals that they were considered in that time as dirty animals. They were not considered pure animals or sacred animals. They were considered like impure animals. It was one of the lowest class of animals. Nowadays, for us, it might not have the same connotation or the same meaning. Still, for some cultures, they still have this way of seeing these animals. But here, what we can find is a commandment. And the commandment that God is giving us, do not give the sacred things to the dogs, and do not throw your pearls to the pigs. When he is talking about giving what is sacred to the pigs or the pearls to the pigs, he's talking about things that we have that are valuable, things that they're very valuable to us. And as a norm, God tells us, for those that they don't do or don't follow God's instructions, God will not reveal the secrets of His kingdom. God will only reveal the secrets of His kingdom for those that are constantly in His presence. And this is a principle. God will not give more for those that is someone that is not a constant person. So God has principles and law in His kingdom that He has established them Himself. In 2 of Peter, chapter 2, verse 22, it says the following: Of them the proverbs are true. A dog returns to its vomit, and a soul that is washed returns to her wallowing in the mud. So what 2 Peter is talking about, again, using the same type of figures of the same image about a dog and a female pig. And he's saying that these two animals, they have one particular characteristic. In the case of the in the case of the dog and the pig, they always come to the previous state. You know, in Costa Rica, I didn't realize this because we had another way of having a pet, a specific like a dog. Many times in Latin America or in here in these type of countries, for example, dogs, they live better than many humans. And they're almost a part of a member of the family. But here in England, for example, many people, they give a life that it doesn't match a common saying that they say, I'm having a life as a dog. That's a common expression in Spanish. But here, obviously, that doesn't apply because many pets, many dogs, they have a very high quality of life. They take to the pets groomers and there's so many things for pets, especially for dogs. There's mouthwash, so a specific type of meals, organic meals, and so many things. So it's not a very good example. But even though if you wash the teeth of the dog, or you give the dog a very good bath, the dog will always return to its vomit. And this is what the Bible is telling us. And the sow, which is a female pig, the pigs, they will always go back to the mud. I remember that my grandmother in Costa Rica, on my mom's side of the family, she used to have pigs. And whenever we went to visit her, she used to have like a very big female pig. And every time I saw her, I used to think about the very nice pork chop. But you will always find these animals in the mud, and she will even wash the pigs, but they will went back to the mud. And this is the same thing that the Bible is telling us. In the original, when they're talking about pigs, it's a word that is not actually referring to the animal, but it's more of an analogy. But in the original, the word that is translated for pig, it means nomads. It's a word to describe the characteristics of one particular person that you should not give them the best of you. There are things that are pearls in your life. It could be knowledge. It could be your resources. And of course, time, because time is a valuable thing. And it's impossible to recycle time. So here, what the Bible is telling us in the original is that there are some type of people that we as believers, as a commandment, we should not give them the best of us. And many times you have asked yourself, until when should I keep sowing on one particular person? Or in what type of person should I sow the best of me? Well, here's the commandment. The word that is used here for pigs, it means nomads. And you might ask, what is a nomad? Well, the dictionary describes a nomad as the following. A nomad is an animal or a person. This is quite interesting. That goes from place to place and does not establish himself or themselves in one particular place. So a nomad is a rebellious person with a rebellious heart. It's a person that will not submit himself or herself to no one. They will live under their own rules and their own regulations. They will not have a stability in their life, either spiritually or emotionally, just as Matthew and Peter is telling us. Is someone that doesn't know how to be under an authority, that today they're here, but tomorrow they are someplace else. It goes from one place to another. These type of people are called, on the Bible, nomads. They're in the translation, they're called dogs and pigs. They're talking about actually people. Of course, it doesn't make much sense that you throw physical pearls into a pig. Obviously, you're not going to do it because probably you're thinking that you will eat that pig for Christmas. But it's actually talking about people that do not subject to an authority. A nomad is someone that does not subject themselves to an authority. So the commandment here is that we should not give to someone that does not submit to authority the best of us. For someone to receive the best of God and the best of us, the believer needs to have an attitude of submission. Because of everything that we have given them, they can even come back against us and attack us. These type of people, they are not faithful. And when we give the best of us to these type of people, they're going to use that later on to attack ourselves. That's why it says that be careful they don't come back and they turn and tear you into pieces. So that's why it's a warning also. Do not sow into people that they don't submit to authority, that they go from place to place, because when we give them our resources, our knowledge, our time, the best of us, because then they, because of their own nature, because they're spiritually nomads, they're going to use that saying and they're going to come against us. So the commandment here is, do not give the best of you to someone that does not submit to authority. If you don't give the best of you to someone that is not obedient or subject to authority, obviously you're doing the right thing. But if you don't listen to this commandment, then you're disobeying the word of the Lord and you're breaking a commandment. And then, as a consequence, you and I will receive in one particular time an attack from that same person, because these are people that they do not submit. So if you want to know who you should be able to sow never saw in someone that is a nomad, someone that they don't submit to an authority. And if you have something that you're going to share to somebody else, always do it in someone that is faithful, someone that is loyal, someone that will submit to authority. This is the commandment in Matthew 7:6. And if you have been doing it with someone that is not faithful, don't waste your time anymore. So I hope that you can meditate on this passage. Meditate, always sow in good soil. God bless you.